straightforward. Horrible, tatty, yeah, they've gone a bit rusty and a bit dull and half the bulbs aren't working properly. All these outside lights have really gone dull. You can see how they used to be bright and like that. Even that was a little bit dull still. But I'm upgrading to these. They're a really flush fitting, super looking light. Straightforward push connector. Let's get it swapped out.
Now I can't complain. I fitted these lights, look at that, way back in 2015. They've been in 10 years. And they're still there. They're still just about working. They've gone a bit rusty and tatty, so it's definitely time for a change. Let's switch the power off.
These old ones with the GU10 bulbs, they've lasted, I bet they've been in there 10 years. They've done ever so well. But as you can see, they've gone a bit dull now. Okay, we've got a junction with some wires here. So we're going to have to split this and yeah, get it out. In fact, what I'm going to do is use these wires here. I'm just going to cut that straight off. So if you take it off back to here, nip them off there, and chop that off there. First thing we've got to do is make sure that that is going to fit in there, and I don't think it will. We're going to have to just make the hole slightly bigger. So I'll just tuck that up there a minute. Oh, I don't know. I think it's going to fit. I think that's going to go in. Well, that'd be a miracle if it does. Okay. So we've got left hand side is live, right hand side is neutral. So I'll get my wire strippers on there. Take a good chunking off of that if I can. Once we get through it, it's got this sleeving on it. Okay, so we've got blue, neutral. I'm going to twist that over and twist it up, make it nice and thick. And the same with that side, so I've gone a bit long on that one. I need just to shorten that down a bit. Obviously the power's been switched off.
But I still like to wear my rubber gloves just to give us a little bit of protection in case there's any residual current in the circuit. You never know.
Okay, so they're twisted up nicely. Like I say, these are just a push fit connector, so blue to blue, and we'll shove that in there.
So these lights are 240 volts. There's no need for a separate transformer. They just plug straight into the socket.
And then again with the brown into the brown one. And they're both bit nice. Let's get that back up into the roof. And feed that one in. And push that one back as well and get that in there. Oh, how much neater does that look? That looks lovely. Wipeable as well. Let's see if it turns on. Oh yes, look how bright that is. You can really see the difference now. That one's flickering and rubbish. Look at that, beautiful, gleaming. We'll just continue to pop these out. Everything's going swimmingly. Twist these wires up, put the connectors on, pop the lights back in again, switch them on, check it, perfect. But you know it's going too well, don't you? Something's going to go wrong in a minute.
There's always one that gives you a bit of trouble, and I think we might have found it. The hole is just that little bit smaller on this one, and it just won't go all the way back, so we're going to have to just make this hole a little bit bigger. I think we have to just grind a bit off it just so that it goes in flush. We don't want it hanging down, we don't want it poking out a bit. Let's pull it back out again, and we'll just take a little tad off that. This is the Milwaukee M12 little rotary tool, brushless. Fantastic bit of kit. Got a little carbide tungsten bit in the end of that. Makes light work of this. And it's really accurate. You know, we haven't got to put another cutter through it because obviously it's really difficult when you've got a hole there to cut another hole around it. But this just, like I say, makes a perfect circle. We can get that in there. Just take a tad off that. Perfect. Tuck that back in again. Lovely. Where's Wally? Oh, there he is. And this M1 needs a little bit of fettling as well, so we'll get the Milwaukee in there and just take a tad off that as well.
With these little connectors, it's always easy if you push the tab and then slide the wire in. So we've got a brown one there. If I push the tab and then slide the wire in, it goes in so much easier. The same with the other one. Bingo. Just going to take a little bit off the top of this one. Slide that in. Wow. Well, they look so much better. So a really cheeky quick upgrade. These took me 10 minutes or so just to wham those new lights in there. They're so much brighter and look much nicer. Looks really clean again. Really pleased with them. So these are the new lights. A loose, whatever. Pack of 6. I pop links in the description for them and a discount code if you can find one. It's got rid of those horrible tatty, yeah, they've gone a bit rusty and a bit dull and half the bulbs aren't working properly. So yeah, a really good upgrade. If this has been of use, if you enjoyed it, drop me a little thumbs up, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.